All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are actually going to be looking today at calibrating your Monport GA30 fiber MOPA laser. So the first thing you're going to want to do, you're going to want to open up Lightburn, grab a square. It's going to be pretty simple. We're actually going to make this 30 millimeters by 30 millimeters. Make sure that your lock is opened up here so you can you're not stuck in scaling mode. I'm going to select that and hit P. P as in Paul. What that does is that'll center your item, whatever you got selected, onto your build plate. After you do that, we want to make sure that this is in line mode. That's very important. For what we're doing here, this little test etch, we can crank it up pretty high. We're just doing a quick line. I like to do about 1,000 millimeters a second. 80% power. The 27 frequency has always worked really well for me. With a MOPA, you do have the ability to adjust your Q pulse. We don't really need to mess with that right now for this specific thing, and we're just going to do one pass here. So what you're going to do, you're going to kick that over, you're going to hit frame, and as you'll see here, it's going to frame it up on your card. So I want you to set a card out on your build plate. Go ahead and make sure it's focused in. This machine does have autofocus, so you just slap that focus button there. Once you get it focused in, you can see that the red laser is framing for us. We've got all of our parameters right where we need it, so we can go ahead and hit start. Boom, just like that. That was real time. It's pretty quick. However, you can see that the red framing is not exactly where we etched. That's what we are going to be adjusting today. This is how you will dial in your laser. So once we jump back over here into Lightburn, come up here to this wrench and screwdriver. These are your device settings. And you will see up here in the top right-hand corner the red dot adjustments. The offset is really what we're going to start with. These will adjust your framing laser left, right, up, down as you face the laser. Positive X numbers will move it to the right. Negative will move it to the left. Positive Y will move it up. Negative Y will move it down or closer to you, depending on how you're looking at it. So as you can see, back over here in our framing, what we did, we're kind of down and to the right of our actual etch. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump back in here. I just want to show you here, we'll be a little bit extreme. So we're going to go 5 millimeters offset, positive 5 millimeters offset right. So this should kick this red dot way over to the right. So we'll frame it up, take a look. Boom. See, it's jumped way further to the right. Good. That's what we wanted. That means kind of everything that I've been telling you so far is spot on. So what we're going to do now, we're going to jump back over into Lightburn. And really what you got to do, you kind of have to mess with this just a little bit. Get it as close as you can. A good way to get it relatively close the first go is to frame it up. And grab yourself a pair of calipers. And while I'm doing that, this is actually the perfect time to remind you, you can get 13% off your entire order at monportlaser.com by using the code BMS13. Or you can go to monportlaser.com/BMS and it will auto-apply the coupon to your cart. Grab yourself that pair of calipers. We really want to measure the left, right, up, down, see how far off we are before we try and make any real clean adjustments. What I found with mine, after messing around a little bit, I actually need to jump to about a -1 millimeter. So that moved my framing box to the left 1 millimeter. And my Y is about 3.1 off. That may seem like a lot. It's really not. With something as precise as this. What we're going to talk about with scaling now is how it actually will make the square bigger equally left. Instead of just shifting it left to right, it will actually scale it up left to right or up and down. However, before we do that, I did want to show you what this looks like whenever you've got it really, really close. you see how bright those edges are as the laser touches where we have already etched. That is a pretty good indicator that you are about dialed in. You're pretty close to exactly where you want to be. So you can see that that right edge is very bright, which is great. What we're going to do with the scaling, we got those edges lined up. I found out mine needed to be just a smidge bigger. And whenever we frame that up and look at it, now you can see we've got some really bright edges all the way around that square. It's exactly what we want. What you can go ahead and do whenever you think you've got this thing as close as you can get it, go ahead and fire it again. Boom, just like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at it and see if we can see any difference from the first square to the second square. And as you can see on mine, it's right about where it needs to be. So we are pretty much dialed in on this laser on our X and Y and our scaling. So it's actually a very simple process. Takes a little bit of fiddling around in order to make sure that you get everything right where you want it. It's not going to be the first time. You'll go through a couple different cards on this. That's okay. Get out your calipers. Make sure that you can get some really accurate measurements. Then you'll be able to get this laser to be precise, and all of your projects will become much more repetitive, much easier when everything is dialed in. I want to thank you guys for watching this video today. If you want to see anything else from us, please just comment down below, hit like, subscribe, tell your friends. Love to hear from you guys. Thank you.